If you're a real true crimer, you know the story. If not, I'm about to tell it. Look, my name is Kamari. I'm the host of Faded Colors. It's available on YouTube and Spotify, where I bring you true crime stories in the Toledo area and all over the country. I try to do it in a conversational way and not in a scripted way because who wants to sit and watch somebody doing something scripted and fake? I want to be myself. So let's get right into this one. On June the 6th, 1992, Stacy McCall and Suzanne Streeter would graduate from their high school, Kickapoo High School. This is located in Springfield, Missouri. If you're not familiar, this is a small city in the Ozarks. It is considered small to like a city like New York City, obviously, but in Missouri, this is actually at the time was one of the biggest cities in the state. After graduation, the girls would go out to celebrate with friends. One being Janelle, and she is very important to this case, and I'll bring that back up. After graduation, they all went out and kicked it. It was a little house party. After the party, they had decided to go over to Janelle's house. Now they had been drinking. They previously had planned to drive up to a water park that night, but Stacy's mother was super worried about this, knowing that her daughter and friends had been drinking and she did not want her to drive up there. So Stacy convince her friends like, hey, look, let's just go up in the morning. We've been drinking and partying. Let's just go up in the morning. Now it gets about 2 in the morning. Now, mind you, the girls had went to a whole nother party after speaking to Stacy's mother. She thought that they were chilling at Janelle's house. Whole time they was out at a party. You know how that is. You young, you kicking it. Listen, especially after graduation, you pretty much feel like you grown. You gonna do what you want to. So after speaking to her mother, they go back out. Now it's 2 in the morning. Okay. Now the girls at this point are probably pretty wasted, and they decide like, hey, look, let's call it a night. Okay. So they go off to Janelle's house. Now they were supposed to be staying the night at Janelle's house, but once they got to Janelle's house, they realized like, okay, Janelle's house is packed with family, and we cannot stay here. It'll be uncomfortable. We want to be comfortable. We've been drinking and we want to sleep peacefully. We've been kicking it all night. Okay, we want a good night's rest. So they like, look, we just gonna go back to Suzanne's house. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna shoot back to Suzanne's house, and we're gonna call y'all and catch y'all in the morning, and then we can shoot up to the water park. Now, this is the last time the girls would be seen and heard from, like, physically, okay? Now, it is known due to evidence that the girls made it to Suzanne's house, okay? Now, what happened in between is still a mystery. So the next morning comes, okay? Now, Janelle hasn't heard from Stacy or Suzanne yet, but she thinking like, okay, yeah, we was up until about 2, 3 in the morning, drinking, kicking it. They probably still sleep. So look, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna worry about them in a little bit. So some hours go past. She still don't get no phone call from Suzanne, so she get to calling and calling. No answer. So Janelle at this point, not worried, she gets irritated. So she like, look, I'm about to pull up over there, and if these motherfuckers ain't ready, then they getting left. So unbeknownst to Janelle, when she gets to the house, she is about to see something very strange. So her and her boyfriend pull up. When they get there, okay, first of all three vehicles of the women are parked. So Suzanne's mom was at home. Her name is Cheryl Libbett. She is also missing. Her car was there. Suzanne and Stacy's cars were both there. Now, what was weird to Janelle, Suzanne's car was not parked where it normally would be parked. It would normally be parked in the car bay, right? That's connected to the house. But in this instance, it was parked on the little. They have like, the driveways that's like curved where you can pull in and then pull right out. Her car is parked in front of Stacy's. So Janelle was like, okay, well, maybe somebody was parked there when she pulled up, and normally she parked in this spot. Why is her car not there? That's the first thing she think. That was a red flag. Boom. As they walk up to the door, okay, it's fucking glass all on the floor and shit. So they noticed like that, you know, the little globes that protect the lights on your front porch and shit, it's fucking broken. So at this point, they like, okay, this shit is weird as fuck. What the fuck is going on? So Janelle and her boyfriend take upon themselves like, look, we know Cheryl wouldn't like this shit. We don't know what happened, but it's broken. We gonna clean this shit up because why is it glass all on the porch? So they clean it up, not knowing that they have just destroyed crucial evidence. More than likely, this case kind of reminds me of Job and A when the family and friends were cleaning up the crime scene. I say that because once I get more into the story, you'll see that when friends and family came over to the home concerned, they began cleaning the house up. Why? I don't know. But the first person to do this is Janelle. This set off a red flag in my head. We'll get back into that. So Janelle and her boyfriend cleans up, right? So now they're like, okay, what the fuck? So they knocking, and then the boyfriend tries the door, tries to open it. Boom, it's unlocked. So they go in. Okay, first thing they see when they go in, it's quiet as hell. First of all, and then they notice like the TV is on, but it's on snow. You know, like back in the day when we was kids and we had cable and certain channels. If you wasn't on channel 3 or 13 or 40 or 21 or whatever the fuck, then it was static, but they called it snow. And some people would go to sleep to this. This is kind of like white noise, which you might hear in my background because my wife and my kids love white noise. I love it too, so it plays. But back to the story. Um, so she like, okay, what the fuck? She looking around and shit. The TV is on. It's clean as fuck in the house, but the door is unlocked. Why the fuck is the door unlocked and nobody is in the house? All of this shit is weird to her. So as they looking through the house and shit, Janelle notices like, okay, why is the cigarettes of Cheryl and Susan still in the house? Cause she knows that Susan is a fucking chain smoker and Cheryl is a chain smoker. So why in the fuck she notices that? Then as she peers around a corner, Cheryl's dog, a little Shih Tzu, comes around the corner and this motherfucker is startled and scared. It's whimpering and whining and doing weird shit. She don't know what the fuck is going on. And the phone rings. When the phone rings, Janelle instantly feels anxiety. This is what I'm assuming. I would feel anxiety. I would be scared as shit. Just because it's just weird as fuck. It's quiet as fuck in his house. The TV is staticking. The dog is crying, acting weird as fuck. Then the phone rings. Like for part 2.